a big, huge moment, I think, for Shaun White, the Olympic hero who's been, how many gold medals has he won? I can't even remember now. But he had a misstep. I think clearly we would all agree a misstep in his choice of Halloween costume. And we've been talking about this week, that Halloween is a treacherous thing now.
It's really treacherous.
People are always trying to push the limits, and Shaun decided he was going to be Simple Jack from the movie Tropic Thunder. And TMZ Sports spoke with some people at the Special Olympics who were very, very upset. And not only the Special Olympics, but even parents who saw this and just felt like it was hurtful and tasteless. And
he copped to it.
He did. And that's why I say it was a big moment for Shaun, because after TMZ Sports put up the story, we were wondering what kind of response was he going to have? Was he going to ignore it? Was he going to say, come on, it's just a Halloween costume? Neither. He really owned up to it.
He did.
Yeah, so he released a statement apologizing, but I also feel like it's important to note that he had that post up on his site for 2 days. He had people commenting in his comment section for 2 days, and it wasn't until he was like essentially shamed publicly until he realized the error of his ways, and it makes you think, is it genuine or is he trying to protect his ass?
But Evan, I would argue this, that he clearly didn't think this was offensive for doing it.
It's crazy to me, though, because he has been exposed to the Special Olympics and the families that have people that were hurt by this and that have to deal with that kind of stereotyping and negativity every day.
But I get it, but it just seems so odd to me that if he really was in tune with that he would have done it in the first place, and I think he had to process it and understand it.
I think the fact that what you're saying is kind of what makes it all the more shocking to us. Is like, I feel like he does know, and then I just don't know. I just gotta be honest with you. I just don't know at what point that he didn't stop himself from doing that.
Also, he's a grown-ass man with like real-world experiences. Like, you should be able to understand what crosses a line. Like,
so do you think
like special needs people aren't there to be mocked and made fun of. They're not a Halloween costume.
You're right, but do you think he did this, I mean, almost maliciously, where he knew what he was doing and he was mocking it, or do you think he just didn't have a clue?
I don't know.
I have a question for you, and it's a genuine question I ask myself a lot. Is there at such a point where being vacant becomes malicious? Because the reality is that if he didn't know, he should have known.
Yeah, but that's not malicious means intent to harm.
No, but at a certain point, though, at a certain
level of ignorance.
Well, that's called recklessness.
It's like offensive ignorance.
Yeah, it's weird though, because we're not talking about Shaun White's in his 30s, man. We're not talking about somebody here who's a teenage kid who did something. Someone who I give him all the credit in the world for his apology. And maybe I'll be making one pretty soon myself, as far as costumes are concerned.
See, this is what
I give him all the credit in the world for his apology, but the reality is that he did this purposefully.
Well, you say purposefully, meaning you think it was malicious and intentional.
He thought it would be funny.
He thought that. That's what I mean. He thought
that's the only reason for him to do it.
Dressing up as a developmentally slow person and walking around, he probably did the accent
and
to go with it.
making the face. Look at it.
No, we thought that was funny, and to me, it's very hurtful.
It is. Well, I think everybody sees it's hurtful. It's so hard for me to believe that he intended to hurt. It's just so bad.
Listen, Shaun White, here's the thing. Shaun White has a gigantic platform. He's a big celebrity. Now he gets to use that platform to show that these things are not to be tolerated, and to show what families and people all over this country, all over this world are going through as far as these issues are concerned. And let's see if he does that.
All right, guys, this is Marcus from Houston. I hope everybody's doing well. I know with this Shaun White thing, I know it was ignorant, but it wasn't intentional, in my opinion, right? It's hard being a celebrity, right? Shaun White wore a costume of a character, created by a character, of an actor based on a movie that was based on a book in a movie, and everybody's mad.
Well, they're mad because it's offensive and terrible.
In the movie, they refer to him several times as the full R word, and they're mocking him because he's disabled.
And the movie got criticized.
At the time, the Special Olympics criticized that. All of these groups criticized the movie for that, and it's just like it shows that there's no understanding that it's not something to be mocked. It's not a joke. It's not a Halloween costume. It's offensive.